If we're talking about the MTV Video Music Awards, then you can rest assured that it has a drama or two to unpack, which has continuously gone for decades. After all, what's a toast without a little roast? For today, we're bringing up 4 times the MTV VMAs have sparked major celebrity feuds, so without further ado, let's get into it. Lady Gaga's all-meat outfit that drew criticism from PETA. Back in 2008, Lady Gaga received commercial success thanks to her breakthrough album, The Fame. And from there, the dawn of Gaga's era began. Armed with her upbeat electro-pop music and outrageous fashion choices, she was everywhere and almost always on headline news. In 2010, Gaga garnered 13 nominations at the MTV VMAs, but all of those were set aside because everyone's focus is on what she was wearing, an all-meat dress. 40 pounds of Argentinian beef to be precise, carved by designer Frank Fernandez. Along with the dress comes a matching meat hat, purse, and meat-strapped heels complete the look. It was one of the 3 looks Gaga was serving that night, with the first 2 are gowns made by Armani and Alexander McQueen. Yet the meat dress left an impression, and not a good one too, on animal advocates, especially PETA. The organization's president, Ingrid Newkirk, even sent out a letter of invitation for the pop star back in October asking for an explanation on why she donned the meat suit. Ingrid did send Lady Gaga a private letter inviting her to a vegan dinner, spokesperson told ContactMusic.com, which confirmed the news. "We know her to be a kind person from her previous anti-fur statements, and we hope that she takes Miss Newkirk up on the offer." This wasn't even the first time Gaga's actions were frowned upon by PETA, since the organization also called her out when she made an appearance in Vogue Homes Japan in a meat bikini before the MTV VMAs. No matter how beautifully it is presented, flesh from a tortured animal is flesh from a tortured animal, PETA President Ingrid Newkirk expressed in a statement. Meat represents bloody violence and suffering, so if that's the look they're going for, they achieved it. But Gaga's interests weren't to offend, and her choice of clothing was to deliver a different message, which she told Ellen DeGeneres in an interview. Gaga's decision on wearing the controversial dress is linked to her supporting members of the LGBTQ community serving in the military and her disdain towards the military's don't ask, don't tell policy. While it is certainly no disrespect to anyone that is vegan or vegetarian, the Just Dance singer began, "As you know, I'm the most judgment-free human being on the earth," Gaga replied. However, it has many interpretations. But for me this evening, if we don't stand up for what we believe in, and if we don't fight for our rights, pretty soon we're gonna have as much rights as the meat on our own bones. And I'm not a piece of meat, she added, holding up the magazine cover. Miley, what's good? Nicki Minaj calls out Miley Cyrus on stage. Leave it to Queen Nicki to make a controversial diss quote on stage. The 2015 VMAs is another memorable year for the music show, more so for Nicki Minaj and Miley Cyrus on stage clapbacks to each other. That year, Nicki Minaj's music video for her hit Anaconda won Best Hip Hop Video and gracefully walked up the stage to accept the award. She thanked a lot of people, her fans, and even her pastor, which was pretty sweet. And just as we thought her speech was over, Nicki wound it back to the current situation and called out Miley, saying, "Back to this B that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?" The camera zooms in on a shocked Miley Cyrus, who was also the show's host that year. Quick to regain her composure, Miley fires back, "Hey, we're all in this industry. We all do interviews, and we all know how they manipulate this ass." Still, the Wrecking Ball singer managed to throw in a congratulatory remark, albeit a bit sarcastic, when she concluded her clapback with, "Nicki, congratulations." In case you forgot what warranted Nicki's onslaught drag on stage, it came from a series of events that started with Nicki's tweets addressing the double standard in the music industry. Her tweets read, "The other girls drop a video that breaks records and impacts culture, they get their nomination." She followed it up with another tweet saying, "If your video celebrates women with very slim bodies, you'll be nominated for a Vid of the Year." For reasons unknown, Miley took a personal offense on what Nicki said and even shared her thoughts in an interview with the New York Times. "You made it about you, not to sound like a bitch, but that's like, it. I didn't get my VMA. If you want to make it about race, there's a way you can do that, but don't make it just about yourself. Say, this is the reason why I think it's important to be nominated. There are girls everywhere with this body type." She didn't stop there. She further added, "What I read sounded very Nicki Minaj," which, if you know Nicki Minaj, is not too kind. "It's not very polite. I think there's a way you can speak to people with openness and love. You don't have to start this pop star against pop star war. If you think the two are done dissing each other to this day, the two queens have yet to bury the hatchet. We thought the two were already cool with each other since Miley posted a snippet of herself dancing in Nicki's hit single Chun-Li, to which Nicki reposted on Instagram back in 2018, but the following year the Hannah Montana star disses the rapper in her song Catitude, wherein the lyrics read, "I love you, Nicki, but I listen to Cardi," which once again fanned the flames of war. To this, Nicki shot back and called her a Purdue chicken. A Purdue chicken can never talk S about queens, she says. That's what she did in the first place. She disrespected me in a magazine article for no reason. Miley Cyrus rattles the public with outrageous performance with Robin Thicke. Before Miley Cyrus's onstage feud with Nicki Minaj, the Wrecking Ball singer was already making headline news because of her shocking change of image, which was a far cry from her Hannah Montana era. She chopped her long locks, bleached her head blonde, and started sporting a pixie cut, much to the shock of her fans and the public. At the 2013 VMAs, Miley performed a medley of her hit single We Can't Stop and Robin Thicke's controversial hit Blurred Lines, which left the crowd gasping in shock. If her choice of outfit wasn't bold enough, a nude-colored bikini, her twerking against Robin's groin, sure did a number on everyone's present, and even more so on the internet. This hot mess of a performance was surreal for everybody since it hasn't even been a year since Miley left Disney and she's already wilding it out here. But at the end of the day, we had this infamous performance and it's just people having trouble embracing this side of Miley since she's from Disney. If she were from another local cable channel, she wouldn't encounter such harsh critiques, but it's all in the past. Miley may have toned it down a bit, but this former Disney star is already over it. Kanye West dissed Taylor Swift's acceptance speech. Of course, we saved the best for last. We know something's up in the air back in 2009, which gave us this legendary feud that launched 1,000 memes. The category was Best Female Video Award, and out of all 6 nominees, Taylor Swift bested all and won with her music video for You Belong With Me. Among her contenders were Lady Gaga, Beyonce, Kelly Clarkson, Katy Perry, and Pink. As she walked up to receive her award on stage, Kanye West stormed the stage and grabbed Tay-Tay's mic. "Yo, Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish." But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time, to the shock of all audiences, and we could even see Queen Bee mortified at what he's done. In a later interview with Jay Leno, the stronger rapper admitted that he apologized for his rude behavior back in 2009, wherein he stated, "I'm just dealing with the fact that I hurt someone or took anything away from a talented artist or from anyone because I only wanted to help people." On her side, Taylor admitted that she was shocked at Kanye's actions on that night, but shared that reminded herself that she needed to keep her cool since she will be performing later on the show. Not gonna say I wasn't rattled by it. I had to perform live 5 minutes later, so I had to get myself back to the place where I could perform. The country turned pop singer shared with The View in September 2009. All the other artists who showed up loved me in the hours following that. Just never imagined there were that many people out there looking out for me. You think it'd already end there, but this brewing beef is like an elephant in the room and has gone on for years. Especially when Kim K even stepped in to jump on her husband's defense when Taylor's name was slandered in the lyrics. To this, Kim K leaked videos of the two artists' conversations stating that the Bad Blood singer approved of her name being used as such. But almost 4 years later, the whole unedited conversation was leaked and it was revealed that Kanye did share his lyrics with Taylor, but they were different from the ones that made it on the recording. Just like how the saying goes, time is the ultimate teller of truth. With that, we're wrapping up today's video on the major celeb feuds sparked by the VMAs. Thanks for watching today's video and don't forget to hit like and subscribe. See you in the next episode.